Welcome back to my tutorial. I am J. Alexander M. Salif, and I'm glad to welcome you back to uh, this unique tutorial. In previous video, we learned more about how to create a file, a folder, how to rename them, which is what we refer to as file and folder management. And just to talk a bit about that, this entire area serve as your office area. This place is more like your bedroom, it's more like your office. Okay, this place on your computer, you always need to make sure that your icons, these are what we refer to as icons, items that are on your desktop. You have to ensure that they are properly arranged, okay, at all time. So you cannot afford to have these things just scatter everywhere, disorganized. So today we will be talking about how to properly arrange our desktop and also how to make our icons invisible. Remember, this tutorial is for beginners, and as time goes on, we're going to create a lot of videos for the intermediate in working with Windows, as well as advanced tutorials for working with Windows. So stay tuned as we get through. Today we're going to look at a few topics. One, auto arranging our icons on our desktop. Okay. Two, making our icons on our desktop to be visible and also invisible, hiding our icon for short from our desktop. And then we're also going to look at deleting items from the desktop and then retrieving them as well. And then we are also going to look at how we can be able to change, all right, the look of our icons on our desktop, how to change our icon image type on our desktop for this tutorial. Okay, are you ready? So let's dive in. All right, so first we want to look at the arrangement of icons on the desktop. I want you to look at something. If I happen to take this folder and try to change the location of it, it won't agree. It will go right back and be arranged in order. What is causing this folder not to leave from this identical position to any other place on this desktop? The purpose or the reason for this is because this folder has been restricted in what we call auto arrange. It's simply telling you that it has been instructed, the computer has been instructed not to have things scatter or messy up on the desktop or on the screen. So how can we go about implementing this restriction that things won't be scattered on the desktop anyhow at any time? So first, find an empty space on your desktop and you can right click. When you right click, okay, this is the drop down menu and these are commands. So the first command there says view. This is a view command. The view command has a button telling you that there are other commands also that are within this view command. So when we hover over the view command, we see that there's another little medium menu that display. In the midst of this these commands that are here, you will see a command that's saying auto arrange icon. Now observe, do you see a check mark here? This check mark is the reason why when we try to take this icon from this position to any other place, it's going to refuse. So let's go there now and remove the check mark and see what happened. So we move to view by right clicking on an empty space on the desktop, and then we go to view, and then we go to auto arrange and left click on this command. Now going back to see as to whether that command took effect, yes, we can no longer see this check mark here. So now let's try moving this icon once more. Okay, here we go. Boom, that's how you see it. So now you see I can misplace this icon at any time, disarrange them from any position. I can take them and they will go just where I want them to go. So the auto arrange command in the view section, whenever it is being checked mark, it indicates that you have restricted your icons from being disorganized on your desktop. Whenever it is not check mark, you give privilege to whoever, including your very self, to disorganize your icon on your desktop. So if we want to ensure that all of these icons rearrange themselves in that auto form, just right click, go to view, and then left click on auto arrange, and you see everything go back to their rightful place. So that is it for auto arranging icon on our desktop. Okay. All right. So next we are going to look into deleting an item on the desktop and also retrieving it. So I'm going to go ahead with this folder, but firstly, let me enlarge the icons on this desktop by going to the view section, and we can see large, medium, and small. Currently it's on medium, so I will select the large. Okay, so now we have larger icon. Every item deleted from your computer, excluding the command uninstall. Uninstall items do not go to the recycle bin, but every other items that are deleted, excluding the command uninstall, are being kept temporarily in the recycle bin. Okay, the recycle bin was created as a place where, in case unwanted stuff from the computer are being kept, so that in due time, wherein you may need to use the deleted item, you can retrieve them from the recycle bin. Okay, so I'm going to delete a folder from this desktop called all. Right click on it and then select delete. For Windows 11 user, don't forget this top menu. All right, this indicates delete. If you are a Windows 10 user, you can move down and left click. All right, when you left click on the show more, Windows 10 user, you will see your menu will be delete. Okay, so I'm going back to work like a Windows 11 user. So I'm going to select delete from here. Now you see all the items have been deleted. How do we retrieve an item from the recycle bin? So we can do so by opening the recycle bin, and what I just did here was double click. Okay, double click is hitting the the mouse panel twice instantly. Okay, or better still, you right click on it and select the command open. Okay, so now that this has opened, I'm going to look for the folder that was deleted from the initial state, and here is the folder. This is the folder all. So to retrieve this folder, right click on it, okay, and then you see restore. Restore. We know that the word restore means to bring back something as it was. All right, so I'm going to left click on restore and go back to the desktop, and here is my folder once more. Okay, so that is it for that part of the tutorial, deleting items from the desktop and retrieving them from the recycle bin. Next, I would like to demonstrate, all right, in this demo, how to change the icon, all right, your folder type on your desktop. And how we can do this is we move to the icon and right click on it. Okay, now from the drop down menu, we look for the command called properties and left click on properties. Now in the properties command, this is a dialog box. In this dialog box, we have a menu bar here. There are a lot of wonderful things you can do with this folder just from this dialog box. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to be working with the customize, all right, tab. So on this tab, the customize, we're going to select customize from here. And in this section, we can see there are a lot of wonderful things here as well. but our focus point, okay, is changing the icon look. So we come to the comment below here that says change icon. You can see the current look of the item, okay, and then we left click on change icon. Here we have a bank of different type of icons. So from this section, we have this horizontal bar where we can search for more. Okay, so I want to change this icon to something different. Therefore, I'm going to select this desktop look. Left click on your desired image and then come down and select OK, and then select apply first, then you say OK. And now you can see when I refresh, even before that, this is my icon here. Now it has changed. Okay, so thank you so much for being with me for this demo. And for this demo, just to recap, we learn how to automatically uh, arrange our icons on our desktop, and then we also learn how to delete an item on our desktop and then retrieve it from the recycle bin. And we also learn how to change the look of our icon on the desktop. One last topic before we leave that I did talk we're going to discuss on is how to take away our icons from the desktop by making this place to be blank. All right, how to hide all of these icons on the desktop and then how to retrieve them. To do this, most time maybe you have your kids at home or you have at your office, you have some of your staffs who normally, whatever it is, but you just don't want to have your stuff being visible at all time where people or intruders will just come and go rightly into them. Although there are other security features you can apply to your icons, but for the purpose of this, you want to make all of your items invisible on the desktop. How do you go about doing this? Just right click on the desktop, okay, and then you come to the view command. At the very last of this command that will display, you see show desktop icons. Whenever you see this check mark, it means that command is effectively in place. Okay, so if I don't want to show my desktop icon, then I left click, and now you see every single icon on the desktop has disappeared. All right, so that's how to go about doing that. You want to retrieve them, go back to the same view by right clicking on an empty space on your desktop, and then you go to what? View, and then show desktop icon, left click, and they are going to come back. Thank you so much for being here, and any comments or question you have, please drop it down in the comment section. All right, and we will be able to respond to you. Anything you will want to learn more about, you can also drop it in the comment section and we will return to you. Once more, thank you so much, and we look forward to our next video where we're going to be discussing more about the computer taskbar. Have a great day.